if I said to you, the fact that you're here this morning means that you want to learn how to close more business. Who can argue with that? Notice I've just said something to you that you cannot argue with. I am now leading your thinking, okay? The fact that you are here today means that you want to network. The fact that you're here today means that you want to make more money. What I've done is I've laid down a paradigm that you cannot argue with. I am creating influence over you folks. I didn't say that today, but I will sometimes start a presentation with that because it's not arguable. So what you could say is this: the fact that we're sitting down visiting means that you already believe you can trust Keller Williams. Or whatever agency you're from. Make sure it's from your agency when you say that, okay? Make sure it's insert in blank, all right? But the fact that you're taking notes means that you want to retain this information. The fact that you're taking notes means that you want to use this information later. That's the whole paradigm. The fact that blank means blank. You put in those blanks what they're doing and what you want them to think. They cannot argue with it. Just like when I said the fact that you're here means that you want to close more business. Does that make sense to everyone? Good. When I nod my head like this is a visual cue, okay? To nod your head also. Okay, good. Who's been to the movies? Anyone in the room? Okay, most of the room. All right. Who's gone to the movies and somebody says, you know, I saw that movie last week and you're going to love that movie. So you're driving there, right? So you're driving, you buy your Coke and your popcorn for like $87, right? And you're sitting there munching your popcorn and your Coke, and what are you thinking?
I'm going to love that movie.
I'm going to love this movie, right? I'm going to love this movie because somebody told me. Notice what they did. They planted a suggestion for what they want you to think. Now, the second part, and this is vital, two parts here. You accepted the suggestion. You started operating on the suggestion. And here's the big bang. You were now looking for that expectation. You've got an expectation for that to be true. You're looking for it to be true, aren't you? What does George Zimmer say at the end of the Men's Warehouse commercial? You're going to love the way you look. Creating expectation. Tell people what they're going to find. People will look to fulfill their expectations. As a matter of fact, in studies, when people are given a placebo and they're told that it's morphine, they will get relief 75% of the time. Because of what? They're expecting. They're expecting to get relief. So what you want to start doing is creating expectation with your prospects and your clients about what they're going to find with you. So what kind of expectations can you lay? Help me out here. What things do you want them to find about you? Excellent service? Okay. I don't like the word excellent service, and I do and I don't. It's a nominalization. It doesn't mean anything, okay? When I'm coaching people, they'll say, I want to be successful. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean $1 million a year? Does that mean being married? What does it mean, okay? Qualify, when you tell people, qualify as much as you, quantify as much as you possibly can, okay? Excellent service would be, for example, that means that I will return your phone call within 4 business hours, or whatever it is that you want to put in there, okay? But what things do you want them to find? What things do you want them to believe about you? Help me out here.
Sell their home.
Sell their home, okay? So what you, I'm sorry?
Negotiate on your behalf.
You're going to find that I'm going to be an effective negotiator on your behalf, okay? What else?
They're going to achieve the results that they want, that they're looking for.
The right
Okay.
agents for them.
Good, okay, those are good, those are fine. The key is this: you're going to find, realize, or discover blank. You put in that blank what you know they're going to find, what you want them to find. Just like the movie, they're going to be looking for it to be true. Now, when they find it, the next time you say something to them, what are they more inclined to do?
Believe you.
Believe you. Now, let's talk about influence. Remember, influence is seemingly having power over others with zero effort. That's why my program is called Zero Effort Selling. When you have that influence over people. So this is the key, though, the final thing. When you tell them they're going to find something, make sure they find it. Because when they find it, they might not analytically say, oh, you know, Bob told me I was going to find that, and here it is, right in front of me. They won't analytically say that. What that will do is it will confirm the expectation. Now they're more inclined to listen to you next time. So whatever you tell them they're going to find, put it in the blank. Just like George Zimmer says, you're going to love the way you look. Any questions about that one? About this one?
You said find and realize and listen.
Discover. You're going to find, realize, or discover blank. So help me out here. Give me a couple of lines. What could be applicable to real estate? What things do you want them to find? We had talked about a couple. Give me some more.
Looks like this house is perfect for you.
I would say you're probably going to discover that this house is perfect for you. It also comes down to inflection, the way that you use your words with inflection, okay? You're going to discover that I can sell your house in the quickest amount of time for the highest dollar. If they say they're going to interview another realtor, you could say, you know, you're probably going to find, it's a little variation, that you're probably going to find that I can offer you more than anyone else that you're going to talk to later. The whole thing follows though on the you're going to blank. Discover, realize, or find, and use that to segue into what you want them to find. Okay? By the way, ask questions in this part of it because I want you guys to have real skills when you leave here. Yeah.
So you're probably, does that kind of weaken the original you're going to?
When I say, the reason I said probably, very good question. Okay, the reason I said probably is if I don't have rapport with that person yet, and I say, you know what, you will find. If they're internally referenced like me, they're going to think, don't tell me what I will find. If you say you're probably going to find, that is that's a softener. That is a buffer. That's why I say you're probably going to find blank.